Romulus!
Yeah! Now we're talking!
You misunderstand!
Oh, I just love that Romulus. I got his poster up in my dome.
Oh, very well then.
Yay!
Once upon a time, a long, 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 long time ago, there was a beautiful princess by the name of Rhea Sylvia. La 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 la. I feel pregnant. I'm so pretty. I feel pregnant and gorgeous with Rhea, who was a Vestal Virgin. Oops. Uncle Amulius.
Rhea, where you're gonna, Rhea?
It's a book.
No.
It's a film.
No.
How many words it sounds like?
You're pregnant! A Vestal Virgin who is seduced is buried alive near what is known as the Colline Gate.
Buried alive? No, wait. I just had one too many more.
I know what you've had one too many of. Come with me, young lady.
No, please, it's been some mistake. Rhea claimed that the god Mars was the father, but neither gods nor men would shelter her nor her twin boys from the king's cruelty. She was thrown into prison, and the boys were thrown into the Tiber River. By a heaven-sent chance, it happened that the Tiber was overflowing its banks, and the boys were not drowned. Thirsty she-wolf from the surrounding hills.
Oh, who's afraid of the big bad she-wolf? Who's afraid of the big bad she-wolf? Oh, who's afraid of the big bad she-wolf? La, 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 la.
Who was attracted by the crying of the children. No. She came to them and she gave them her teats to suck.
That's disgusting. Things a she-wolf has to do to get her name in the history book.
When they reached manhood, Romulus and Remus were seized with the desire of building a city.
I say, Robbie,
Yes, Remy.
what do you say that we build a city?
Oh, what a jolly good idea.
These pleasant anticipations were disturbed by that ancestral curse, ambition.
We'll build it.
Here. Here. Well, I am going to build my city, Rome, after me, here on the Palatine Hill. Voila! I have founded my city.
Founded? I didn't know it was lost it.
This line here will mark the boundary to my city.
Well, as for this boundary, one of your enemies could easily cross it. Yes, I do.
Well, as for this enemy, one could easily punish him. Ha! Yes, I do.
Pants. Well, I guess that decides it.
Such is said to have been the outcome of the quarrel between the brothers. As for the date that Romulus began to build the city, it is universally agreed to have been April 21st, 753 BC.
Got my city, got away with murder, got my kingship, who can ask for anything more?
Women!
Right.
Romulus decided to bring about intermarriages by a wholesale seizure of virgins from the nearby Sabine Hills. Help! Romulus enlisted all that were of age to bear arms into military companies. The rest of the multitude he called the people. 100 of the most eminent people he chose as consulars, and their assembly he called the Senate. After these immortal achievements, Romulus held a review of his army.
I'm going to hold a review of my army, of my man.
When a violent thunderstorm suddenly arose. The king was enveloped in so dense a cloud that he was quite invisible to the assembly. Where is Romulus, our king? From that hour, Romulus was no longer seen on earth. You are. In this whirlwind, the body of Romulus disappeared and it was never found again, living nor dead. no! That big fluffy cloud's gonna scare me! Ouch! Ouch! A raindrop! I think I'm gonna die! Well, such is reported to have been the death of Romulus. More likely he was killed by his own people. What? Torn limb from limb by the senators, or eaten alive in the Colosseum Games for a great big line with wolf blood,
thank you, we get the idea. Excuse me.
This is the account of Romulus, who built the city of Rome and was chosen by her citizens as its first king. He reigned for 37 years and died when he was 55.
Disputes arose among the Senate due to the vacant throne. In the end, they chose a man of the Sabine race, the son of Pompilius Pompon, a person of distinction, whose name was Numa.
Wow! You want me, Numa Pompilius, the son of Pompilius Pompon, to be the king of Rome?
Yes, your highness.
I wouldn't have think to be a laughing stock.
Well, because of that silly name, Pom-Pom.
For I would worship the gods and give lessons in the love of justice to a city whose needs are for a general rather than for a king.
Long live the king!
No, my dears, you do not understand. My character marks me as unfit to reign.
So, you mean you're not going to be the king?
No.
But you have to be king.
Look, do not think that you will persuade me, because you can't. I mean, my life is devoted to the worship of the gods.
But government itself is a service to God. That's right. And he's now calling into action your qualities of wisdom and justice.
Well, if that be the case, let the gods be consulted. Blah, blah, blue. Blah, blah, blue. Blah, blah, blue. Father Jupiter, if it should be the will of heaven that I, Numa Pompilius, son of Pompilius Pompon, be the next king of Rome, do thou signify it to us by sure signs. It looks like nothing's gonna happen.
It's a sign! It's a sign!
It's a dead chicken.
Having in this way obtained the throne, Numa made religious innovations, turning Rome into a peaceful city. He lived more than 80 years and reigned for 43.